How you doing, guys? I'm Training Sanders on YouTube, and they're here to the infamous Living Room Network. Divine power is always working for us because we're trying to do right. Yes, 1 month I am rich challenge, and you know what, man? I just feel so rich. I feel like so rich right now, and I hope you feel the same way because what we're trying to do is we're trying to get this statement down into our subconscious mind. I am rich. I am rich. I am rich. And a lot of this ties into not thinking about anything, like not thinking about how you're going to get certain things paid, not thinking about, how you're going to meet certain goals or certain quotas. You just know you're going to do it because you're rich. So we're in this financial challenge this month here on the infamous Living Room Network. And we're going to teach ourselves how to be financially free, mentally by saying, I am rich. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing, guys. Thank you so much for actually acknowledging the fact that I got my first paycheck on YouTube and on Facebook today. On Facebook today, a lot of you actually reached out to me. Arius Holmes, Kimberly, Byron, Neil, man, all y'all, man, Terrell, all y'all reached out to me. That's just a few to name and said thanks. And I thank you all for actually sharing these videos and getting the word out and telling everybody what we're all about here on the infamous Living Room Network. But let's get down into it, guys. How to deal with unconscious people who are not enlightened and who are not awakened. Man, this is one of the hardest things that an enlightened person deals with on a regular basis. Like, we have to live our enlightened lifestyles knowing that we are radiant, we are bubbly, we're energetic, we're always seeing life in a creative perspective. We can see beyond the 5 senses. We have 6 senses. Like that movie Sixth Sense. Y'all remember that movie Sixth Sense where the little boy was seeing all the ghosts and stuff like that? Yeah, we all have different talents to where we can do extracurricular things and have extrasensory perception in the world. My extrasensory perception is just like a foreseeing of the future. I'm able to give somebody a vision that they may want to have a vision about. That's like my gift. I'm able to tell visions like a television and get you to see the clear picture of where you need to go as far as your purpose and your dreams and hopes and aspirations, stuff like that go. So that's one of my talents, and I got a little bit of psychic too. Some of you probably got a little bit of psychic too. I'm assuming you got a little bit of psychic in you too, because we're like-minded individuals trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, in the world a better place. Trying to make ourselves better, other people's lives better, in the world a better place. But anyway, guys, let's talk about this unconscious people that we have to deal with on a regular basis every single day, man. Sometimes it could just get draining. Sometimes you just find yourself dealing with unconscious enlightened people everywhere you go. It's like your rivalry football team. They're everywhere you go. Even in the store, if you mention your team, the opposite person is gonna say, "Hey, you can't beat us. You can't beat us." And that's just that's just how it is. That's the reality of dealing with unconscious people, being an enlightened person. First of all, let me give you the symptoms of what an enlightened, awakened person thinks like, what she acts like. Enlightened people always are optimistic. Enlightened people like yourself, you always see beyond the veil, so to speak. You don't necessarily speak out on things and just speak out your thoughts, blurt out everything yes, yes. You're kind of more like to just chill back. You're going to think about it first. You're going to assess and analyze all the energy. You're going to look at everybody's behavior patterns, and then you're going to make your accusation on whether or not you should say this versus saying that. You're going to have choice A, choice B, choice C, choice D. You're going to pick the right multiple choice to fit the standard of what's going on in your room, in the atmosphere, at your job, around you, in the area that you're around. You're going to say the right thing at the right time because this is how you access information in your mind, because you're an enlightened person and your whole objective is to enlighten people subconsciously, but consciously your objective is to make peace, to create peace and to create happiness. And so, that's just how we are as enlightened, awakened people. Being awakened means that you're no longer bound. You're no longer tied down to the worldly ways of doing things, like unenlightened people are. Like, you're not living by the law, so to speak. Don't mean that you're breaking the law, because we always want to make sure we abide by the law. But in a spiritual sense, from a much more metaphysical conception of understanding, you are not living by the law internally. Internally you are seeing the truths of your very own inner self, and you know that the real world is the world on the inside of who you are. And if you change this world in here, you change the laws of and metaphysics of and biology of who you are as an individual, then outside will change. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was telling him the same thing I'm telling you, and it's all about changing the inside. You may see a lot of people around you. Yeah, that was Janae. Thank you so much. Janae, RIM team member Janae, she actually went to Spelman College, so kudos, hats off to you, Janae. I think I said your name right. Is it right? I don't know. If you're watching this video, speak up, let your voice be heard. Leave a comment at the very bottom in the comment section. But anyway, you can't forget that, guys. You have to always remember that it's all about the internal world first. Once you begin to change who you are as an individual, an enlightened person, then you can change the outer world, or the outer world will reflect back to you how do you see yourself. So we as enlightened people are always trying to make everything happy. We're very spontaneous. Like, we're never tied down to just being confined to just one type of food. We like all different type of food. We don't want to just stay in one area, one location. We want to go around the world. We want to chill with different type of people. We're not only just extroverted, but we're also introverted. Sometimes we may get like really sporadically happy, and sometimes we may want to just meditate and just chill. We have to always watch the type of words that we speak, because we feel like some people might not like the certain words that we talk or whatever, because they feel our energy, and our energy is just pulsating with power. Like, they don't understand that we are taking in everything that's going on, second by second by second by second by second by second, because we're like much smarter. We're much more, intuitive individuals who've learned who we really are, and that's just the way that our reality is. And we look on the outside, we look from the outside looking in at people's lives, and we just see their behavior, and we're just like, wow, how could this person be doing these type of things? Why would they say that? Why would she do this to me? Why do they belittle me? Why do they point fingers and blame me? And this is what unenlightened, unawakened people do. Unenlightened, unawakened people only operate on 5 senses. See, taste, touch, smell, and hear. They only operate on 5 senses. And everything that they say, like, most of the time is pessimistic stuff. Most of the time they like to point fingers at somebody and turn it into like a joke. Like, that's their thing. That's their thing. That's what they do. When they're to get their light, or to get their energy, or to make themselves feel powerful or confident, they like to talk junk about people around them and point fingers like, he did it, I'm not the wrong one. You did it, you did it, you did it, you did it, you did it. Yeah. They're like bullies on the playground. And that's exactly what unenlightened people do, and they're not doing this consciously. So, guys, give them the benefit of the doubt sometimes. Sometimes you gotta just be humble. Sometimes you just gotta be humiliated for the simple fact that they know not what they do. And I like to refer to biblical scriptures sometimes, and that story, about Jesus and whatnot, and how they stoned him and stuff for just being a good guy. Like, for doing incredible things, like healing people, like making people see that was blind. Like, how can you get mad at somebody that's doing good things? Like, oh my God. So that tells you about yourself. And that's how unenlightened, unawakened people act towards, when they see people doing stuff good. If you're a person, you're probably an entrepreneur, you're probably a business lady, you're probably a nice, gorgeous woman, who's doing great things with their life, and you have a lot of unenlightened, unawakened people around you. They're like, you're not going to go anywhere. You're not going to do anything good, ha ha ha, joking about your business, joking about your look. Oh my God, your hair is so long, but why do you want it so long? Why don't you get it short? Oh my God, you had makeup on. Really trying to get inside of you to make you feel like you're a bad person for wearing makeup and not being natural, when you know that you can be natural at the same time. That's so slick, but at the same time, it's so ignorant. It's very ignorant, because for they know not what they do. You see past their illusions, And so that's really the difference between unenlightened people versus people who are enlightened. But how do you deal with it? You might say, how do you deal with it, Trennis? Well, we already know how to deal with it, right? Make ourselves better so that we can make other people's lives better, the world a better place. It ain't no dealing with it. It ain't no dealing with it, to be honest. The only way to deal with it is by showing love. Showing love is the most powerful force in the whole wide universe. It will alter everything around you, including yourself and how you even see that person. So if you see people as unenlightened people, if you see these people around you as unawakened people, you're doing something wrong. You should take responsibility for your own actions. Yeah, I know. It wasn't what you expected, was it? But this is the truth. This is the way. And this is the light. Okay, so if you want to change anybody's attitude towards you, you have to change yourself first. Because what we have to do is we have to, build a perspective or perception of everybody around us as God sent people, because they are here to help us, show us who we are, and give us a reflection back to ourselves of what we're here to do and our purpose and what we're created to do and what we're made of. So if you see somebody in a negative image, if you see somebody as a person that hates you, that means there's something about that person that makes you hate yourself. If you see somebody over here who you think that they're jealous of you, there's something that you see in that person that you feel jealous about them, that they feel jealous about you, and it's a reflection of yourself. So everything is coming back to yourself. Point and blame fingers on yourself, okay? And this is why we always win, though, because what we do is we go back on the inside, we internalize all these feelings. We go back to our blueprint, the drawing board, and we try to recreate and reconstruct ourselves. No, we don't try. We do recreate and reconstruct ourselves, for the span of the moments that we're dealing with in life. We construct ourselves here, we construct ourselves here, we construct ourselves here, and we continue to go on, and we continuously build up momentum. It's like when you keep getting wins. If you're a football team and everybody says you suck, everybody says you're not going to go to the Super Bowl, and you just keep getting momentum because you keep winning by 3 points, and you keep winning by 5 points, you keep winning by 6 points, whatever, and you just build on momentum. Even though they said that you weren't going to go to the Super Bowl, even though your starting lineup ain't really good players, the more you win is the more you're gonna build momentum to actually be able to deal with these people. So the more you go back and you go on the inside, you meditate. That's why I always tell you guys to make sure you meditate, Realm Teamers. The more you meditate, the more you read, and the more you get knowledge about who you are as an individual. When you have situations that you couldn't handle that made you feel upset, when people said negative stuff about you, when they talked down on you and told you how weird you were, how crazy you are, or whatever the case may be, that was the time for you to actually look at yourself and say, what makes me crazy? What makes me crazy? Don't get mad at them, because that's the thing that people are normally hip to do in this society. We're normally quick to blame somebody else because we're mad at them and they're mad at us, and we're mad at them and they're mad at us, and that's the reason why they're mad at us, because they are mad and they hate what I do, and they hate me, and they hate the things that I'm doing. I'm writing a book. Oh my God, I got my new business coming out. Oh my God, I just started going to the gym and working out. Oh my God, I look good, and they hate me because I have on this new Adidas jacket and all this. No. It's who you are on the inside. You got to see people as godly beings. You got to see people as great people. You got to see people beyond their flaws. You got to see all these people as people who are just like you once upon a time, who wanted to find their path, their purpose. And this is what it's all about, guys. It's all about making ourselves better so that we can make other people's lives better, in the world a better place. And if you want to lead by that example, you got to continuously be that example every day. Don't get mad just because people throw you rocks. Don't get mad just because people look down on you. Don't get mad because people talk junk to you. They like you. They love you. They want to help you. See yourself for who you are, in the parts of you that they don't like about you. They want you to fix those parts about you because it'll help them help themselves. You see what I'm saying? Because they have the same issues too. There's parts about them that they have to fix, so they use it by pointing fingers at you, which is the light. And we know what the light does. The light shines in dark places and illuminates everything. So if you're a light being, which I know you are, Indigo star seeds, light path number 11s. When you walk into atmospheres, when you go into environments and rooms with people, when you're hanging with your friends and stuff like that, you're the light of the world. You know, you're lights, you're light beings. And so when you go around these people, you're highlighting all their flaws and stuff. And people don't like that. You know, people don't like that because your energy levels are so high. They don't like that. They don't like you, you know, showing them who they are without even saying anything and you being unconscious about it. You know, and so being enlightened, see, that's what enlightened means. And so when these people start to speak out about their flaws, because there's so much light in the room, they're like, oh my God, they see me now. Oh my God, man, you did it. I didn't do it. You're the reason why I'm like this. Because you need to get the job done. You're not getting the job done. You're not doing this right. You're the reason why I'm like this. And I just want you to know that I don't want the lights on. Turn them off. And that's just how they are, you know. That's how people are. That's the difference between unenlightened people and, you know, enlightened people, guys. But it's very easy to deal with. All you got to do is keep in mind that I am rich challenge. You know, you're rich. And you know how rich people think, you know, minus the BS. Don't worry about the BS. You know, don't worry about people saying stuff to you, because criticism is also helping you. Criticism is just simply showing you where you lack it so that you can improve. So keep that in mind, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Trending Sentencing of the infamous Living Room Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. Oh my God. Speak up. Let your voice be heard. Leave a nice comment at the very bottom. We're going far. We're doing great things. Make sure you share some of these videos, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want, I was talking to a friend today and they reminded me to tell you something. But if you want to look up specific topics or whatever about whatever it is you may be interested in, just go to my channel. And at the very top, I think it has like a search section where you can search specifically on my channel for whatever thing, like third eye or self-help or self-realization, whatever. If you put the word in the search bar on my channel, a video will come up pertaining to whatever the topic is that you're looking for. So anyway, make sure you share this video, make sure you like some of the videos, and make sure you, again, speak up, let your voice be heard. In the meantime, guys, I'll see y'all in the next 24 hours. Peace.